Welcome back to the channel. Now, Isaac Buchanan has confirmed that he has made his first visit to Vybz Kartel since his murder conviction has been overturned and since the exposure has been made by Vybz Samuels about the DPP and the knowledge she pertained to the jury tampering and the advice that was given by the prosecutors and the judge's decision to continue. Now, of course, I'm not going to hear from Isaac Buchanan himself. What he said about Vybz Kartel, how Vybz Kartel has reacted to the news that his murder conviction has been overturned, and what are his plans moving forward after being released from incarceration.
So yesterday I went to visit Vybz, and he's excited, he's elated. He no longer has that 35 years on above his head or that life sentence or the conviction. So he's now just anticipating his day so he can deal with his health and get back to freedom.
And of course, for individuals who are wondering why both Vybz Kartel and his attorneys are confident that whether or not Jamaica decides on a retrial, Vybz Kartel will be a free individual. Well, based on statements made by Vybz Samuels and based on the statements made by the DPP herself in defense to the statements made by Vybz Samuels, it no look like the state have a plan to pursue any type of retrial, as the blame for the whole fiasco that took place has been placed on the trial judge, saying it was the trial judge's decision to move forward, that the prosecution or the prosecutor, no matter what kind of suggestions were made, what kind of advice was given, really and truly, the decision to continue was that of the trial judge. Now, with the state hearing that this is a statement made by the chief prosecutor for Jamaica, maybe them now go do a retrial. And for those who didn't hear the statements, I'm going to hear what go on and then we'll continue reasoning. Look and listen.
Vybz Kartel Privy Council ruling continue. And this morning, for the first time, the DPP was responding since the judgment came down last Thursday morning. And she was asked by Tona and Ricardo about the advice she gave to the judge in the trial after it was revealed that there was an attempt to bribe the jurors.
DPP, having been told that all of your jurors in 2014 had been offered a $500,000 bribe, why did you not advise the judge that it was probably best to dismiss the jury, which was now obviously tainted?
You see, you are now trying to get me to discuss the matter, and I told you that I didn't wish to.
No, but certainly this point, DPP, is important because here the law lords are saying you advised the judge that you were prepared to proceed even though you knew that the entire panel, 11 jurors, the forewoman told you, had been offered bribes. Wouldn't that mean in your judgment, DPP, that the entire jury, as the law lords have now found, was contaminated and should have been terminated or discharged?
Well, first of all, I am not the judge.
True, but you gave advice that you were prepared to proceed, and what I'm trying to understand.
We were prepared to proceed.
But why with that? Why were you prepared to proceed with a jury that was contaminated?
No. All the other factors, that some of which I cannot go into in terms of.
So you were thinking about cost. You were thinking about how long the matter had been going.
We were also thinking of security issues. There were a lot of other issues that we cannot go into the public domain, and what our information from the foreman was, what she was saying was that all of the attempts had to do with acquittal. Clearly, if it had been the other way, we would have, clearly, given the overriding objective of any case, which is fairness to the accused. But what would have been perhaps planted in the mind of the jurors is, okay, you need to acquit. And remember that these persons, at least two of them, are very famous. So it would have been, as far as the prosecution, when we discussed it, we would have been at.
Now talk to me in the comment section. After hearing that, tell me what you think. Do you think in an attempt to shift the blame was then shifted from the DPP to the trial judge, which then put the blame basically on the Jamaican judicial system, as the judge is a representation of that? You hear me? That's going on if you think about it. And with all of what take place now, we see the parliament scandal, big argument between both parties over budget debate, and the fact that the wife of the prime minister is the whole speaker, along with a whole other list of things being outlined by the opposition. The people are saying that, based on their opinion, it has now been made clear to everybody that Vybz Kartel was not given a fair trial. Some people did say this, some people did say that. The fact is now being presented to the people. There was jury tampering. People didn't know so the jury was being tampered with. The case was still moved forward. That's not the only instance where people that say, you know what I mean, something go on in the trial and there was a concerted effort to have Vybz Kartel and his co-accused convicted. More of them have other things that them can point to. That'll be other articles of evidence or just the way the trial itself took place. Now the people also ask the question, will the same evidence be used again? Or will new evidence be needed? If the trial did long in the initial stage, meaning say, if the first time the trial did long, there's no situation or instance that we could have point to, we could have lead people to believe that somehow this trial would be shorter. The people might expect that the trial will be the same lengthy process. And if that is the scenario, and it is the same lengthy process, does that mean that somehow there might be a scenario where the same situation repeats itself, with a situation arise, and because the trial takes so long, they have to push forward, and then that will be in violation of constitutional rights? Talk to me. This also coupled with the fact that, I don't know, but is this current Jamaican DPP the only DPP who has had this amount of extensions on their tenure? At the first, this way I say a DPP get a extension, so much time, and then no, with defense attorneys in the country saying that, boy, the lead prosecutor, the chief prosecutor knew about it. Oh, that look upon the justice system. Some would have said it not really look good. Because this is the person who people are extending their tenure. And this is the controversy where they might deal with now. Talk to me in the comment section. Tell me what you believe. Do you believe that the appeal court will indeed grant the Office of Public Prosecution the ability to retry Vybz Kartel in a retrial for the same crime? Maybe with the same evidence. We don't know. Do you think that will be the decision? Well, if you're new to the channel, let's pass through. Well, click the subscribe icon and then the bell icon. And of course, put it on all. And this is how you know will be notified of all fresh content as soon as fresh content is uploaded and made available for you right here upon the platform. The like icon is also in close proximity to the share icon. Drop a like and bust a share. And tell a friend to tell them sister and them brother them for check out the channel, check out the reasoning. And also join the discussion, the comment section 24/7. It never lock it. Just be respectful and mindful of the guidelines. But other than that, drop your thoughts, your comments, and yes, your opinions there. We can continue the reasoning via the comment section. Now until the reason again, my sentiments for you and yours, I want to live, love, and prosper. I want to stay tuned.